Hey guys, so I went to a fabric store today, and I have a lot of funny stories from fabric stores, let me tell you. For example, when I was at a fabric store with my girlfriend, we found a piece of fabric that was like dinosaur themed and like alphabet themed, probably for young kids, I presume, unless, I don't know, I could see some adults wearing clothing made out of that. But anyway, it had dinosaurs and the alphabet, and like it had each letter of the alphabet corresponding to a different dinosaur. But they didn't have one for X, which is weird because there are definitely dinosaurs that do start with X. But instead of having a dinosaur that started with X, they had the word extinct spelled with an X and then a picture of like a sad dinosaur. It really put the whole the rest of the pattern, it gave it a kind of a somber mood after you see that. It's like, oh look, happy Triceratops, happy pterodactyl, extinct. I mean, really, when we're buying fabric for our children's clothing or whatever you're making with it, it is good to include at least one reminder of all of our inevitable fates. Another funny fabric I found was one that was like a keyboard. It looked like a computer keyboard all over it, just like repeated over and over again. And I thought it'd be funny to make a shirt out of that or something, and then when someone makes you mad, you'd be like, you know what? You're really pushing my buttons, and then kind of like, I don't know, I guess pat yourself down awkwardly like this, like searching for weapons. Oh, there it is. Anyway, I thought that would be funny because it's like they're pushing your buttons. You know, fabric's kind of a funny word. It's like, hey, how am I looking? You know what? You look fab, Rick. If your name was Rick, I'm dumb. Guys, if your name's Rick, that was a great joke to you. You look fab today, Rick. I added the word today in between, so the pun didn't even happen. Wow. Here's a fun prank. Take one of the pieces of fabric that's 100% cotton and move it over to the polyester section. Pranked. I did that when I was at a fabric store today, and let me tell you, the bouncers at those places do not mess around. I got kicked out. I was thrown out the door. It was great, actually. It was hilarious. I'm just kidding, guys. That story was entirely false, or I guess you could say it was fabricated. In fact, only one of the things I've said today was true and not fabricated, which in some ways, even though it was the truest fabric story, it was the least fabricated. So, I mean, the fabricness of this whole video has been just thrown entirely out of balance. Here's an idea. What if someone made fabric with patterns based on movies like The Shining, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Dr. Strangelove? Then it would be Kubrick fabric. Or if you were grading fabric on a scale from 1 to 10, you had different categories that would get you a different grade, it would be rubric fabric. Or if you had some cloth in the shape of a classic meal that you eat on a cob, and it was born between December 22nd and January 19th, then you would have Capricorn fabric corn. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna be able to outdo that last pun, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this discussion of fabric. I hope it was interesting. I'll be honest, fabric stores are a lot more interesting than they might sound at first. So thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.